Hello everyone, I'm back again with another layout for the 12 Days of Christmas Extravaganza that I'm doing with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Today is day 5 and we are doing 5 warm wool mittens. I take a little bit of creative license with this and I decide that I am going to use 5 cold weather clothing pieces. I only have one set of mittens and I actually do not get them on this layout at all. So I'm starting out with these 2 photos of my daughter, and this is when she was probably about 2, probably around 2, and she had just gotten this new coat from one of her friends, and she is pretty much just naked underneath it, and she's got her mittens and her hat and her big coat on and her froggy slippers and nothing else. So I decided that even though these photos are not very good quality, she was moving in them, so they're kind of blurry and everything, I think you can still get kind of the gist of what's going on. So I was going to use this background that I created using my Shimmers paints, but I changed my mind. I decided, yeah, no, that's not going to work for what I want to do. So I am just going to put that to the side, and I will use that for a different project on a different day. So I don't know why, but for some reason I got it in my head that I wanted to do kind of a little grid design in the background, and so I'm going to pull out another piece of white paper here, and that is what I'm going to do. I have all these little pieces of paper cut out from the 6x6 pad of Snow and Cocoa, and I also have maybe one or it looks like just one piece of paper that is from a Michael's Hot Buy pad. And so I'm just deciding the layout here. I don't want to put any of the like white bases together so much, and I don't want like all the pinks and the teals together, so I'm trying to stagger them a little bit, but just do the best I can because it's going to end up being a little close, but it's fine. So I know that my photos are going to be there in the center, and so I am leaving that little space blank. And I do think, well, I don't know if I end up backing the photos or not. But here I am going to go through, and I'm still working on the spacing of this, so sorry, it's almost over. I do go off camera and I start my title, and I started it off camera because I decided I wanted to sew it down. So the first part of my title is going to be all dressed up, and then I have to come back and put the photos back on and see where the second half of my title is going to go, because it's going to go below the photos. So it's going to say all dressed up, nowhere to go. And these, I love these thickers. These are a chipboard, like wood grain with gold on the outside. I have no idea what they're called, even though it's sitting right there. I can't see it. Like maybe marquee or something like that. But yeah, they are lovely, and they don't stick worth a darn. Not that you would expect them to, because, you know, they're chipboard. So I'm just getting my title on here, and then I'm going to go back to my sewing machine and stitch it down. I thought I was going to layer these up like this, but I actually end up putting them next to each other like this because there wasn't enough space down at the bottom. And I just used some gold thread to stitch through all of that. And I do back stitch, so I just can trim the threads and go. I know a lot of people use washi on the back of theirs, but I find that it's hard to tell which washi is going to be like a long-term washi and which washi is going to lose its stick after a little while. And so I find that sometimes it starts to pull up off of my pages, and if I don't get them in my page protector right away, that can be a kind of a mess, and it can be a disaster. if it's stacked on top of another layout. So I just backstitch and then I don't have to worry about it. So now I'm taking some more of that gold thread and just tangling it around my photos. I'm trying to fight with it to go where I want it to go, but you know, it doesn't necessarily end up there. So here are the bits that I'm going to use. I am going to use 2 sweaters, a pair of socks, and 2 hats. So I count the pair of socks as 1. So I have the 2 hats, 2 sweaters, and a pair of socks. I do attempt to put the mittens on there, but so because of the little string, there's a big white piece in the center of that string that I just was feeling too lazy to try to fussy cut out. And I didn't want to necessarily cut them apart either and just use them as individual mittens, so whatever, it's fine. I do pull off a couple of the stickers with the word phrases on it. One says cozy day, and I think I put another one that maybe says like snuggle up or something like that down towards the bottom. And yeah, these, pretty much everything except for the paper here, it came from my Secret Not Secret special kit that was created just for this project for me. And I'm super excited about it. I'm getting a lot of it used up. And if you have not already done so, please head over to Christy's channel and check out what she has created. And be sure you leave a comment on both of our videos because the people who comment on all 24 videos will be entered to win a prize. And that's pretty much going to be my layout. So thanks so much for watching. I will be back again tomorrow with another layout and another prompt. And yeah, I will see you later. Bye!